We are already on MAINNET, so we launched it officially. We are already on MAINNET, so we launched it officially back in December of 2021. But Pi has done one other thing that is non-consensus. You asked me about this question earlier, and there's so many non-consensus things. Is we created the concept of enclosed MAINNET and open MAINNET. So we're currently on the enclosed MAINNET, which means that the real blockchain is out there. We are in the process of performing KYC on the members and migrating their balances essentially over to the enclosed mainnet. During the enclosed mainnet period, it is not allowed to connect the Pi blockchain with any other blockchain or external systems. And during this period, it gives us time to do a few things, such as migrating all the members, as I said, over to the mainnet, continue building utility for the platform. It allows us to have more developers test their applications and being able to do all that without any external noises or distractions, essentially. And it's an example, like, for example, the KYC solution we created was one of the Pi applications that we built on top of our own platform. And in order for someone to KYC themselves, they need to pay 1 Pi. And that 1 Pi is then distributed to everyone who is helping with their KYC. So there is both AI algorithms as with every KYC solution, but when the AI algorithms need help from humans, then these humans are coming from the same network, so it's self-bootstrapping itself, and that's happening even during the enclosed period. So the answer is that we are technically on mainnet already. It's called enclosed mainnet, and at some point we are going to move to the open network. That's right, yes. So in the crypto space, there is a lot of noises, and also there is a lot of projects maybe that are in for the wrong reasons, maybe trying to have some quick effects, without paying attention to long-term value. So it's usually the case that long-term valuable projects are usually started or basically persevered during low times. Because anything that gets very quick results can also very quickly decay. So we saw some of that in the previous months or the beginning of this period. There's something I like to. It's about going to conferences. So when the crypto space is very hot, then you go to conferences and there's so many people there, and the types of conversations sometimes you're having are very shallow. But when times are a little more smaller, then you tend to meet and discuss and have a lot more challenging conversations. So as I mentioned earlier, we recently announced this KYC solution, which has completed more than 3 million members right now have done their KYC. And that essentially is I think the largest blockchain migration in cryptocurrency history out there. So going forward, we want to continue this KYC migration. We got a lot more members to accommodate and migrate to mainnet. So that's one thing. We need to continue building the ecosystem during the enclosed period. And that's basically by building more infrastructure needed and enabling utilities to be built by the community itself. So we are, this weekend actually, we are joining 3 hackathons at schools at Berkeley, Harvard, and Cornell. We are sponsoring tracks over there, so we may have some students building some Pi applications during those hackathons and initiatives like this for utility building. And finally, we are also building some utilities ourselves, including on the user side, meaning that end user applications people can use, but also on the infrastructure side, such as we have a brainstorm application where people can go and brainstorm and create Pi apps. In fact, in the past there were more than 10,000 ideas that were proposed in this platform, and we are improving it. And other things like this, such as we have a translation app which is currently used by some translation task force that we have for many languages, that people from the platform are translating themselves our interfaces. So in the future, this internal app that we have, we're going to make it public so that the other application developers can also use it to translate their own applications. That's it for us. Building.